What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Curse Trials powered by Alienware. We are in the finals. It's finally here. We had 2 days of qualifying rounds where tons of teams were duking it out to try to get to today. And this is going to be 5 rounds of PUBG Squads madness. My name is Travis.
Mr. Alex Danger over here. It's been a pretty busy morning for us guys, but we have reached the final day.
Yes, indeed.
It's going to be an exciting day of PUBG. I'm really pumped because we haven't seen a lot of these teams together. This is obviously our first squad event. We've got 2 times ARs on. We have costumes turned completely off, so costumes won't spawn at all.
Correct.
We've got the red zone disabled as well. And on top of that, we've also got ammunition at 1.5 times. So those are the special settings used for our event.
Yeah, everything else is normal. But do you want to talk about the team updates? Let's start with the teams that are competing up on the screen here. Here is everybody, and we did have one change from yesterday.
Yeah, we actually, over the past, obviously, if you follow us on Twitter, you've noticed there's been some hacking accusations from Group C yesterday. For the last 24 hours, tournament staff, believe me, have been going over all of this evidence and trying to come to a ruling that we understand. We've been in touch with Bluehole in regards to some of the accused players' insanely high stats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Team Slam has actually been disqualified. We made this decision not too long ago. It's unfortunate for them considering there wasn't a bounty of evidence against them in terms of the fact that they were actually cheating. There's a lot of hearsay. There's a lot of people saying, these stats can't be legit and stuff like that, but we don't have any actual evidence of them cheating for our event. Getting that evidence is obviously pretty hard.
It's really tough. I mean, yeah, like you said, we don't have hardcore evidence, but there were some stuff. So we went ahead and made a judgment call, and they were replaced with Zuck and Nam, which means searching for a name.
Yes.
And we'll see how they can do, because they did get 5th place yesterday, and there they are in Group C there. So actually, these teams are organized. So the top row is Group A, second is Group B, C, and D, all the way down, as well as an order of 1st place, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th during the qualifying phases on Thursday and Friday.
Yes.
So these are your teams. We're going to see how they do.
Yeah.
The point system, by the way, we're using, you can check it out at cursetrials.com, or you can use the chat command bracket and see where everybody stands. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to kick things off into round 1.
We're going to finish this stuff up.
I'm interested. In the chat, who do you think is going to win? Who's going to come out on top? It's 5 games. Are
you asking me, Travis?
I'm asking everybody.
You're asking
there's
the
plenty,
chat? The chat doesn't know anything.
There's plenty of time. The chat knows everything, man. Everything. I don't know, man. I'm thinking...
I will hit that bee's nest.
We saw amazing performances from Penta yesterday.
They did really well.
Incredibly good games from them. We had some good games from TSM. They were a little bit more passive, but they did grab 1st place for their group during their qualifying days. Cloud9 did very well as well against All Authority. By the way, there also is a cool announcement for Gorilla Core. If you want to talk about
Gorilla Core last night after they qualified, they announced their acquisition by FaZe. It's really cool that they moved on from their qualifier group.
Absolutely,
doing really well.
And
very strong start.
And there they are, right there. We got FaZe, Fuzzface, Gemty, Hax, and Mexi, but they are actually landing at Mill to Power with somebody else.
Mixie's up here by himself, and Bernache actually has a rifle.
No. Bernache has a scar, but Mixie has an AK.
He's going to be pushing this player as fast as he can. He's going to see Bernache pushing over.
There it is.
He's got an M4 and an AK already.
Nice job by FaZe Mixie, able to knock out Bernache, and that's our first kill of the finals, bringing it down to 62 left. FlyQuest is missing a member. He was not able to play. I believe that was something. So FlyQuest is the only team that's missing 1 player. And look at this. Uncharged actually took some hits as well, maybe from Fuzzface here.
Uncharged is going to go ahead and run away. He's just going to disengage. But early action here, which is uncharacteristic of the Curse Trials. I think we've got a player shooting at some some parachuters over here.
He's aiming down sight, but a little bit of spectate bugs there. But taking some shots at Swats and Novi on Evil Geniuses there. But man, can you imagine getting knocked out at this point? And if I'm not mistaken,
SKS will one-shot without a helmet.
I was going to say,
if he gets lucky.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, if you get shot while you're parachuting, you cannot be revived. You're dead, correct? I don't think
I'm not 100%. I have never died while parachuting.
I don't think you get knocked out. I think you're just instant death. So Shiv not able to do it for against All Authority, but hey man, worth the shot. We've got a nice center circle, by the way, to start things off. Penta kind of spread out in the center here around farm.
Here's the circle though. Everyone else is pretty split up. We've got a lot of teams up here, and Polyana will keep an eye on that. But
we've got Team Solo Mid doing their George strat. We saw that a lot during the qualifier. Every round going George. And like you said, Alex, it's all about the loot, right? So George has probably, out of most places, the most loot. in terms of all those apartments and things over there. Pollyanna, we've got 2 teams here as well. Fantastic Pony Rider.
Looks like a Totality and Theater of Mayhem might be running into each other a little bit earlier than they would hope. But that's what happens when you make that decision to fall into Pollyanna, despite the fact that you see a contesting team there.
Absolutely.
You're going to risk that early fight. So
And
there's a bunch of loot around here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can see right here, because of our AR termed up to 2 times, every single one of these players has an AR already, and they just started looting. That's what we want to see. We really want to encourage the best PvP. We want to get rid of some of the RNG when it comes to loot. So we've turned up those ARs to 2 times, ammo to 1.5, get rid of costumes, and like you said, Alex, the costumes, if they're gone, which is like the shirts and the pants and all that stuff, they get replaced by better loot. So scopes, meds, helmets, vests.
Yep. All in the attempt at making it a little bit more balanced for competitive playstyle. Most people don't drop to these really high loot populated areas in tournaments. They drop to some of these kind of crappier compounds. You see Tempo Storm is very, very spread out.
Yeah. We actually saw them. We saw them do that a lot during the qualifying phase. That's their strategy.
That's going to work with the double AR spawn.
It definitely is.
So
yeah. We've got FlyQuest hitting up Rosehawk and Watertown there as well with Headchar.
I think one of their players
couldn't
make game 1 or something like that, and they actually didn't put in any subs. So.
Yep, so that's a 3-person team. The only 3-person team, pretty much everybody else was able to make it in. Good to see that.
Yes. We've actually had a lot of luck. We had a couple 64-player lobbies. That was a great feeling yesterday.
Yeah, I'm digging the squads format big time. Still I still enjoy duos, but I think squads is kind of where it's at right now. You can represent your team at 100%.
Yeah.
Really show off what you're capable of doing.
You've got more lives, so to speak. So TSM has 4 lives as opposed to just 2 or 1.
Right.
Team Liquid has 4 lives as opposed to just 2 or 1. So that means that these teams can stay in the game longer, even if they run into some unfortunate incidents in the early game.
Absolutely.
Which is why the best really do seem to kind of bubble to the top in terms of squads. So.
For sure. Totality looks like they're starting to make their way out of Pollyanna. Maybe they got a little bit of loot over that police station area. Starting to drive out of there as well.
Frost is pretty close to Austin. Austin seems to be making a play for this other compound inside of his Dacia. Frost is very far from any of his teammates, though. But I think he's going to be all right. Just kind of hanging out. Nop spotted this crate.
Yeah, I was going to say he's going for that crate there. What's behind? Nice little Groza at level 3, adrenaline shot. Not bad at all. Cheek pad in case you've got
3 vest is good. He's got a 1 there, so he's going to go ahead and replace that. We actually did see one of the AA members get knocked down here inside
and dead.
Milta.
And that's going to be Broder for
that's Team No Name.
Team No Name, yeah. Zakdin Nam.
So our team that actually ended up qualifying, they got 5th in Group C after we disqualified Slam. This team was moved up in their place. So it looks like that's actually paying off for them. Unfortunate for Against All Authority. But
I was going to say, though, but here's the thing. Spanky and his team is also moving up there. Against All Authority is kind of pissed off now at this point. They're all looking in this direction. They just got one of their team members knocked out way early on, and they want to avenge him at this point and do something about this.
They see movement over there, too. It seems like Broder, his teammates just kind of stopped to drop off maybe a first aid kit or something.
It's like
Orax, they're going to keep moving.
Yeah, he was eyeing that UAZ. Nice shots on a Broder, able to connect one of them. Nice headshot right there. One more tap.
Low, but he's behind the Harry Potter tower, so he's back to low HP.
Going to be just fine. Thing is, too, is, we see what the health is, right? Obviously, the team members don't, so he has no idea that he was that close to knocking out Broder.
Cloud9 is on their way up. Frolicker and Chappie, they actually started up sort of by the, what's that new town? Kameshki.
Kameshki, yeah.
They started up by Kameshki and Stalber, and they made their way down. It looks like they might be Chappie doing a couple interesting somersaults with his motorcycle. That 3-seater can be real wild, Travis.
You don't get any extra points for tricks, Chappie.
You should, if we had a way of quantifying such a thing.
We've got Simpsy of Penta taking more shots, though, at that
Spanky and Uncharged, who were driving out of Milta after giving Broder some heals, drawing the attention of Simsy, but no kill's going to come through. Simsy's up here alone. He's going to go for a little bit of a jog in the woods for a while. Only one team left in Pollyanna.
One thing we saw a lot yesterday is not necessarily during this first circle, the Blues coming in, though. The second circle and on, people try to get as many vehicles as they can before that happens, and they just bum rush the center of the circle the moment it gets posted. We're going to see a lot of people using vehicles to their advantage. using them for cover, using them for obviously transportation to get to the best positions before anybody else. And there's a lot of factors that play in for that. One of the biggest reasons, I believe, taking a bunch of different vehicles too is if you're all piled into one UAZ or Beastia, look at this, knocking out those tires so that no one else can take that vehicle.
Yeah,
you're going to get lit up. Your whole squad can get lit up by 4 enemy players, and before you know it, your vehicle is going to be just exploded within seconds.
Yeah. When 4 players that know how to shoot are shooting at an easy target like a UAZ or something, you can bet
it takes 2 to 4 seconds.
It's going to be exploded rather quickly, usually. I think we actually saw that happen to Spotlight Star's team yesterday. They drove past Liquid in that northern complex, and they just ended up, engulfed in flames, falling over the cliff. So people still driving around, trying to find their home away from home. Penta finally teaming up.
Yep. We've got in Pochinki, by the way. We have 211. They were doing some really awesome plays during the qualifying phase, able to come out on top, and I believe they placed 4th, or actually no, they placed like second or 3rd during their qualifying phase. So one of the teams that actually signed up during the open qualifier time period, so not an invite team, and they're now here in the finals competing against some of these big names to show the world that they've got what it takes to be crowned the first place PUBG team. But we'll see. By the way, the prizes after these 5 rounds is going to be 4 Player Unknown's bandanas, which, if you don't know, on the Steam Marketplace are worth close to $1,000 a piece. So definitely got some money at stake here. Moody.
A fabulous prize, if you ask me.
Yeah, I want one. I asked you to give me one. You wouldn't. You wouldn't do it.
I can't. I'm sorry. They're for the players.
You let me wear it that one time in
They're
that
for
lobby,
the players.
Man. You let me borrow it.
Keep my eye out.
It was
I might be able to.
Might
be able to do something for you.
It was kind of
Travis.
smelly though when I wear yours.
A little smelly.
It's used, man.
It smelled like see, because I'm in every game. I'm on my belly sweating. Visions actually gives me a bunch of shit for playing passively because he just jumps to school every single game.
That's awesome.
And he's like, "What are you doing? You want to go up? You want to go up to like this rock up here in the north? We could go up there. It's real safe, Alex." And I'm just like, "Shut up, Vision. Don't bully me, bro. I'm trying to win."
All right, man.
I'm not a better shot than most of these players, so I have to try to outsmart them. That's my only weapon.
I mean, we've seen teams do that in these competitive games and still come out on top.
You got to know your weaknesses.
Absolutely.
Sure. Some of these teams, and I honestly like the best teams now, seem to have a really awesome mix of both. They have players that have amazing shots, and they have shot callers that know how to manipulate every circle to put it in their advantage.
Absolutely. I think I would say when you and I play together, you're definitely more of the shot caller. You're more tactical, and you know the map like the back of your hand, and you know if this is
been playing this map for a while.
Yeah, if this is going to be the circle, like this is our best place to be, and it's going to have the best advantage. It's going to have the best line of sights.
Or it's going to have another squad in it already.
Or
and we're going to get massacred as we pull up in our UAZ.
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah.
Happens to all of us. But it looks like we do have all these little groups, man. We've got the new phase team here.
Everybody's finding, like I said, their house.
Yeah, everybody's just kind of piling in, holding their compound down and crossing their fingers for circle at this point.
Theater of Mayhem is choosing this hilltop. It's just this tiny little plateau, but I love this hill.
It's nice.
There's so much like tree cover and stuff like that.
They do have at least 2 vehicles there.
They've got a good amount of vehicles.
Yeah, so ready to move out if they need to. It's actually pretty safe, actually, to maybe kind of avoid the compounds and not get trapped in there. Pretty curdy though. One shot, one hit
tap
there. Yeah, onto Cudtastic.
Fantastic, losing his mind.
Like,
but we do have some 4Xs on totality, so that's good. New circle's going to spawn here in just a second.
Yeah, and we'll see if it goes north. It would be really insane if it went south because there's so much land up in the north side. It would really work out for Evil Geniuses if it does.
I feel like I've seen it bounce down here before.
I have, yeah.
We'll hope that it doesn't.
Yeah. We will see. And here we go. It is. Look at all these teams in it. There's literally like 2, maybe 3 teams that are outside of the circle. So unfortunately, probably won't see too much action at this point. I don't think many people are going to be moving out of their safe zones at this point. They have their compounds. It's risky to move, but we will see. I think FlyQuest is actually making a little bit of a move. TSM.
FlyQuest was up here by Rozak, so they're going to have to move for sure. But TSM is over here tanking the blue. They're all boosted up. They're going to go ahead and drive in. We're going to expect to see TSM doing this blue strat once again.
Probably Georgia pull every round, most likely. That seems to be what they do. They are skilled enough to have a conflict in George and probably come out on top. So
we'll see what sort of route they take, because there's this orange team too. I assume TSM is going to come for this bridge and stay on the north part of the circle, because they've been favoring the north part of the circle.
You're
a
absolutely
lot.
right, Alex. They really like going George and then staying north.
Maybe look at them coming to either of these compounds, maybe even this yellow house. Somewhere in this area is where I expect TSM is on their way.
For sure.
Most likely. They are making their way to that Polyana bridge, but we do have some fighting going on up here. It looks like Kinguin is taking some shots at this purple squad down the hill. Hamster, they were one of our open qualifiers from yesterday.
You are correct. Hamster is on Team Loot Goblins.
Okay, so Loot Goblins definitely an open thing, but we do have a confrontation over here. Penta's been run up on. Penta's running up on another squad.
This is 211.
But 211 is also behind them. 2 players are back
Frost
in the woods.
Is doing amazing right now. That's it. I think that is it for
They've cleared out the building, too. They have 2 more to fight. Sun Geno and Ferg are over here in the woods. They were a little bit separated from their team, but Penta definitely getting the better side of this engage.
Absolutely. 211 already has 2 of their members down. Sun Geno trying to take some nice Car 98 shots on Frost, or James, but not able to connect that. And Penta has this nice ridge too.
Penta looks like they're just gonna pull off that engage. They don't want to chase those 2 players. Maybe lose one of their players in the process. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I mean they've already picked up 2 kills. By the way, if you didn't know, every kill confirmed in this Curse Trials here is worth 2 points in addition to your placement points. So Penta picking up 4 extra points right there, and they do add up, especially when you're gonna, even more so than the qualifying phase, which is only 3 games. This is gonna be 5. So seriously, we saw last time during duos, it was only like 2 or 4 points made the difference between first and second. So it's a very, very big deal to try to get those kills, because it could actually change the outcome of who is going to be on top at the end.
Yes, indeed. Kills are important. They're not as heavy as people have said that they wanted them to be in the past, but they are fairly important. FlyQuest looks like they're taking some shots from this team up here. Theater Mayhem up here on the sill, as we mentioned earlier. TSM looks like they're about to start moving. Not sure exactly where they're going to end up. Somewhere in this area, I have to wager. Most likely, maybe one of these compounds now. They look like they're actually going south instead of across the Polyana Bridge. Circle's moving in 10 seconds. We're going to see the next one pretty soon.
Yeah, it's still very early on. Still, obviously, anybody's game. So,
EG's down here. Looks like Ghost Gaming taking some shots at No Loot Gaming, you said, was this purple team?
I believe
down
so.
Down here. So, No Loot Gaming pinned between Ghost Gaming and Kinguin. Not the best position, usually, but Penta's moving on out.
That's Loot Goblins.
Loot Goblins. Yeah. No Loot Gaming and Loot Goblins. Just
no Loot Gaming is. They
they
didn't qualify.
Invites
it's
next
just
month
Loot Goblins
are based off of team name. Oh, but Penta is pulling up to Kinguin's position. Kinguin holds the shack a lot, Travis.
Yeah, this is really great though. I mean, they have so much view, and they do know that Penta has just pulled up.
So we're looking at a very early 4v4 between Kinguin and Penta. Larson's taking a lot of damage. We do have a nade coming out from Ultra.
Lore gets knocked out by James there. One of our MVPs during the qualifier doing work. 11 kills,
far enough.
Or 8 kills at one point.
Lore is now down chunked to about 1/3 with that nade.
Lore's in a really bad spot, man. I don't think they're going to be able to revive him.
Penta is just... One of the Penta members is running up. He's throwing more nades. Ultra is running up. He's getting very close.
Let's keep an eye on Ultra's POV here, man. He is so close to them. He's able to hit Larson multiple times there.
Oh my goodness.
You know, look at this.
Simsy's pushing up as well.
He is totally distracting Kinguin right now.
Lore's finished off. Motorcycles exploded. That's 2 left for Kinguin. Gaxy's still okay.
Able to knock out Simsy. And he finishes off Simsy as well. Ibiza, only 1 left and he goes down. But man, Kinguin...
Penta
not
wins.
able to win, but they did.
Penta wins the 4v4, they lost one of their players.
They did lose Simsy during that competition, but they came out on top.
That's about as good as you could ask for going up against a team like Kinguin, I think.
Absolutely, and they're actually continuing the fight, shooting down this hill.
It sounds like Ghost Gaming's shooting at them up at the top of the hill a little bit. Maybe McCoy. Yep, he's looking up there. He's got an 8x, but he can't quite see because there's a tree just right in the middle of the way.
We've got the new circle posting here in about 2 seconds,
well
Alex.
Played by Penta.
We'll see.
Oh no.
Roughly what we're
TSM did end up moving into one of these compounds, and they're taking a fight with this little tan squad up here. The new circle's posted.
That is the Purdies.
The Purdies. Okay.
And the new circle's posted. It's moving further east, so obviously in favor of FaZe, as well as Nop and his team there.
Totality is in a great position.
They are in one
blessed
of the best
by the circle
positions.
gods.
This little, remember the square compound that's in the circle here that has the 360-degree walls is going to be one of the most popular spots.
Yeah,
for
the blue solo.
Yeah.
Profi taking some shots, moving up this hill. He's very low HP.
That could have been really bad for Ghost.
The rest of Ghost Gaming is driving up behind him. Profi's going to stop and try to heal up. The rest of Ghost Gaming is going to take a little bit of a wider angle. But Penta's rolling in as well.
Oh, man.
Profi is not in a vehicle, so he's able to shoot, I think.
Penta driving right above them, but I think they just got out. Yeah.
Penta stopped at that Harry Potter tower.
Absolutely. So this compound right
Penta's
here
here
is going to be heavily contested. It's one of the best in this area, and FlyQuest might be eyeing it. They might be going to the warehouse, but we will see.
Looks like Cutastic and Company Theater of Mayhem have moved into that little bowl. They've moved into that little bowl, which is a really defensible position. But as we said, Totality definitely going to hold down this compound. We'll see if anyone tries to drive up there. That could be an easy death sentence.
Got Evo Geniuses coming up from Milta into the circle from the south at this point. Cloud9 already in it, going to hold down the farm. Got a couple of teams still outside of it that are going to make their way in, but it's kind of late at this point, Alex. People are going to get to the compounds really early on here and hold them down. TSM still driving around trying to see where they want to go.
I think Vis's vehicle actually lost a tire. He's going pretty
really
slow.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. But the UAZ is a beast.
Looks like
TSM's going to get out right here.
Maybe hold this little bowl right here.
Maybe let Smack stay behind, see if they drive up behind them, and try to hold down one of these positions over here.
You know, when you still have all four of your teammates up, there's a lot of people that have been using sort of a buddy system where you just have splits of two. And it really, I've seen it work out so many times where, you know, two team members get engaged, right, by an enemy team, and then the other two on that team are somewhere, like, way off on a different angle, and they're able to just come up and shoot because they actually have line of sight on the enemy team. And then before you know it, the enemy team's trying to rotate around a tree or something to try to get cover, but you're getting shot from two different directions from the same team. Looks like Ghost Gaming taking some shots down at that compound. And that was the compound I was talking about earlier that I knew someone was going to take over, and it looks like Smithy and his team has taken over for Totality.
It looks like TSM actually, this ambush that they planned is going to work. Ludbassen is knocked out. Berg is still up.
This is the Purdies that they're engaging with here. Looks like Timber is going to be knocking out, or killing Ferg, actually.
Ferg was one of the remaining members of that team that Penta owned in that garage in the woods earlier.
And that is 211. Nice knockout from Marius there onto Berga.
So Marius actually took this really long left flank, and he got a shot on these two remaining players. Their teammates are all taking shots from FlyQuest.
That's going to be team searching for a name is, I believe, out at that point. TSM able to knock all those guys out.
They still got two. Kung Christian and Phony were their teammates.
No, that's not. That's a different team.
It's a different team?
That's Purdy's.
That was Purdy's who just died up there.
No, but Team No Name just died.
Oh, with Ferg?
Yes. No,
Sunjeno's still in. Sunjeno's our last remaining member. Am I an idiot?
This team, I believe, just got finished.
But Ferg's not on that team.
I know.
New circles posted, Travis. Let's talk about it.
I mean...
Penta taking shots at Tempo Storm, who are pretty late getting into the circle themselves. Oh, and they're driving towards this compound that's occupied by Cloud9, Travis. But Cloud9's in vehicles as well, looking to move. So this is going to work out, I think.
The best spot in this circle is probably... I was going to say about right here is one of the better spots. Solid FPS, taking some hits from Sam.
Sam's taking shots from up the hill, though.
Sam absolutely pinched, and yes, he does get knocked out by Gemty on FaZe, and FaZe also knocking out your boy Dre as well. That's a shoot down for Tempo Storm. Only two left,
Tempo's making the call to keep driving, which is the right call. So Cloud9, along with FaZe, taking out 3 members of Tempo Storm so far. Valiant getting knocked out of a car. Maluk's going to try to stop
Oh my gosh.
and pick him up, but he's just
Not
going to
able
keep
to.
driving. Oh my goodness. Ghost Gaming up here, taking a fight. Mud OW. Can't remember his team name right now. I am such a bad caster.
That's Theater of Mayhem.
Theater of Mayhem, that's exactly right. Jempty just got knocked with a car 98 from Moody down the hill. He's going to get picked up. He's going to be okay, but that was an amazing shot, I'm sure. Sunjeno still alive over there for 2-1-1. Totality has moved out of their compound as they had to, and now TSM in one vehicle, TSM is moving to the new circle. They're taking a very long flank around inside the blue because they don't want to get shot at by FlyQuest.
Absolutely. When you have all your team members in one vehicle, you need to play super
It feels
smart.
very risky after watching some competitive squads for a while.
Yeah, I think that's why they're taking this super long route way outside of west side of prison and then rolling up.
But it looks like New Loot Gaming, Loot Goblins,
Yeah.
Loot Goblins
Still
taking
up.
some shots from Ultra, who is still up on the top of this ridge with his teammates. FaZe probably not going to move for too long.
Yeah, they're in a pretty good spot inside the circle here. Got
These
FlyQuest,
compounds, these
FlyQuest
are the
and
only
TSM.
compounds inside the circle.
FlyQuest and TSM both taking shots from Nop Nop and company for Totality there.
Poor Phony's out in the blue, running alone. Smithy's taking shots at FlyQuest. You're absolutely right, Travis. AA looks like they're holding down that other bunker entrance on the other side. But we're going to get a lot of shooting starting here pretty soon. Timber is still alive. He's really ahead of his team. He's running up on top of Ghost Gaming.
This could be Define Legit. Needs to look right, but ooh, there you go. McCoy knocking out Timber. That's going to be it. Timber gone at that point. Define Legit picking up the kill. Timber making sure, or Hamster making sure there's no one else coming in from that blue.
Austin, also on Ghost Gaming, is a little bit separated from his team. He's down here in the shack, and he's taking some shots up the hill. Phony dying in the play zone. Heteror getting knocked out by Vis.
These were two teams that drove in on the north side here, and Comet also being knocked by Vis as well. So Vis knocking out two.
Bit of a lineup behind this tree. Comet's going to bleed out, I think. Ooh, yeah, he's going to bleed out. They're not going to be able to get him.
Vis games with the nade.
That was a smoke, I think. Oh, they're throwing nades. Heteror healed up. Blue is chased away.
Blue just needs to get hit once here, and he's down, but he's able to make it out. I can't believe Heteror is still up. TSM putting the pressure on the FlyQuest.
He's going to make it behind that rock. And as you said yesterday, Marius is the one pushing.
Absolutely. Marius is the
throwing
aggressor.
nades.
Break is also a little bit of an aggressor. Vis and Smack kind of sit back a little bit more.
Heteror is going to have to take a duel with Marius.
Look how close Marius is. Marius and Heteror are both taking about the same damage. Marius going to try to heal up. Heteror with a nade, though, underhanded.
Got it cooked. Amazing nade, Heteror.
Out.
Holy moly. It was underhanded. It was cooked. It was perfect.
And another
he just knocked himself out.
No,
And then he died from falling. Heteror.
Heteror had such a clutch play with that nade, but
Oh my
you can't follow it up with killing yourself. Oh, it happens, man. I feel for you. I feel for you, Heteror.
don't.
It totally happens,
That was
dude.
insane.
But we had a little bit of other action here. Solid FPS actually knocking out Hamster here for Cloud9 there. Cloud9 still in it to win it. FaZe in a great position in the center here. We've got Goulds, Watson.
EG has managed
Those guys,
to
yeah,
position
evil
themselves
geniuses.
outside of this compound over here. We saw a bit of a misplay by NIP over here at this compound when Sweater was pushing extremely aggressively without his team. We'll see if anyone makes a similar mistake today. We've seen a lot of vehicles piled up at the back of this house specifically, Travis, this week.
Oh, that was such a gorgeous nade for Heteror.
It was a great nade.
Not the second one, though. The first one was great.
There was actually two. Oh my goodness. Look at this double crate.
Wow. So against all authority, eyeing that looks like
Rosa,
Shiv.
a 4X and a
making it
3
away.
helmet, and an M249.
But I tell you what,
Totality's
man, Totality
inside.
does not want this to happen. Nop getting knocked. 3v3, now it's 2v3. Totality pretty only Smithy up now for Totality, and he gets knocked out there for against all authority. Nice job.
AA
But
lost
wow.
2 members, though.
Yes,
to
you're
the blue.
absolutely right.
Shadow 1K is going to prone in the smoke and try to heal up. TSM is running in through the open. This is a bad position for TSM, but everyone else is distracted right now. Blue is still alive for FlyQuest. Break's throwing nades.
Goblins, lots of evil geniuses being knocked out there by Vis.
Oh my goodness.
Break
Great
killing
nade
Ghoul
by
as
Break.
well.
Holy crap. Stuff is popping off right now.
And they're getting shot by FaZe, I believe. TSM
is still alive. Smack is the solo. Smack is a solo. Break's going to bleed out.
This is actually Frolicker. Yeah, Cloud9 putting the pressure on the TSM.
Smack got finished by Cloud9 just now.
Finished off, and
nope,
Break
it was actually Hexate.
Also dead. I think that is going to be it for TSM. I don't
TSM is eliminated.
think they have any more. Yep, so Cloud9 putting the pressure.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So TSM finished 6th in round 1. Gonna need a little bit better next round. But Cloud9 is in a pretty solid position, but they're not going to have very much cover in this new circle, and FaZe finally has to move.
FaZe has to move out, and I tell you what, when they do, Penta up on this hill might be able to dominate this situation here.
Moody just knocked Spanky again over there in that building.
At this point,
holding the high ground.
At this point, nobody's actually in the circle except for maybe one of these team members here are just barely in it.
So right now we've got FaZe, we've got Penta, we've got Ghost Gaming, and Cloud9. So very good teams remaining. This is going to be really exciting. And one open signups team.
That's actually the Team No Name.
Team No Name. But FaZe is making their move. They're going to try to set up the barriers. They're actually in the circle in this decent little covered garbage area. Penta's pulling up to Cloud9.
Frost going down to Moody. Moody going to finish that kill. Jeeps is also down.
Penta made the best of a really, really bad situation. Honestly, where can you go here?
It's very hard.
Where can you freaking go here? It's so
absolutely
hard.
FaZe able to pick up a few more of those kills on
Ghost is going to be hugging these rocks on this street, which feels like a decent position as well.
Not without compromise, though. I mean, they are taking some shots from over here. Cloud9 putting the pressure onto them. And the new circle's posted, and actually, I believe Ghost is actually in a pretty good spot right now.
Team No Name is now eliminated, so we're in a top 3 situation here. We've got 4 members left for each team. It's a 4v4v4.
So we've got Ghost versus FaZe versus Cloud9. And Ghost right now is the only team even close to the circle.
But Ghost is getting eaten up. Ghost has already lost a member, so Ghost only has 3 left.
Define Legit going down to Fuzzface with that M16.
I think Ghost just needs to stay prone behind a rock, behind whatever cover they can possibly find, and let Cloud9 and FaZe fight it out.
Which is actually what's happening right now here. Frolicker for Cloud9 knows that FaZe is over there. At this point, Cloud9 knows where both
look at Solid,
of these teams are.
Look at Solid.
Oh, this could be
There's this little ridge on this road. This is a weird road, but he's getting very close. He doesn't have any frag grenades equipped. He's got smokes.
There's only 25 seconds for the blue to move. Both Cloud9 and FaZe not in it. Ooh. Nice job by Solid, knocking out McCoy there. And here comes
FaZe.
FaZe in a vehicle. Mixie driving up into UAZ.
Mixie's ramming this tree.
Look at that position. That's
trying to set up some cover.
That is a nice little spot there.
Ghost is still getting chewed up. Austin's trying to keep them at bay. Ghost is eliminated. So it's FaZe versus Cloud9, 4v4.
Here we go.
Frolicker's pulling up the back. Hexate's getting shot.
Axe going down to Moody. And now it is 3 players left for FaZe. Mixie, nice shots back to Moody. So we have a little bit of a trade.
It's a 3v3. Make that a 3v2.
Solid.
It's a 3v2. These are the last 2 remaining members of FaZe. G-Core members playing extremely well yesterday. Solid FPS is about to have an angle, though. Mixie's not going to give it to him for free, though. We've got smokes. We're going to throw smokes at him, I guess.
The thing about grenades in this game is once they land, you just hear the same sound effect. So they don't know if it was a frag or a smoke. So it actually made Mixie move out of that tree, fearing that it was a frag grenade.
They just like don't have. Maybe they just threw the smokes on them, so they would just have 0 vision.
I don't know. Is Mixie out of meds?
Mixie's probably out of meds, but they're not in the next circle either. So FaZe, Cloud9 actually picked up Moody as well. So Cloud9 is back up to 4 members strong. So this is looking pretty hard for FaZe. FaZe has to get some really important downs here.
Absolutely. And the blue's moving in 10 seconds. And it's in nobody's favor at this point. Everybody has to move to the center.
Just need 1 down. Mixie's down. It's all up to Fuzzface.
And a 1v4. And there it is. Cloud9 able to pull off a first place win. Look at Solid's kills, man. Wow.
7 frags. Solid couldn't play yesterday or for his qualifier because he had to work or something like that, but he is on their main roster for good reason, apparently.
Absolutely. Fantastic job to Cloud9, pulling off a first-place win with tons of kills. Great job. But honestly, amazing performance for FaZe, who used to be Gorilla Core, G-Core. Lots of kills for them. Pretty even spread there. Ghost Gaming pulling off a third-place win there. Fourth place is actually our team that got bumped up from fifth. That is Zokt Inam, searching for a name. So not bad at all. 4 kills for Broda there. And, of course, Penta in the top 5, so that is excellent. 5th place finish for them. TSM.
It's a great finish by Penta. Look at all these kills. We
Yeah.
got 9 kills on Penta. We've got what looks like 6 kills on Ghost Gaming. We've got 9 on FaZe, and then obviously Cloud9 popped off with 12.
Right.
So
TSM
did pretty well.
Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Obviously won a little bit of a better
7 kills.
second round, but we've got 4 more rounds of PUBG squads here, and we're going to be using this point system. We're going to see who's going to come out on top after these 5 total rounds. We will be back in 10 minutes.
Alienware 25-inch gaming monitor with NVIDIA G-Sync technologies packs premium gaming performance features into a powerful display. Fully adjustable screen takes immersion to the next level and provides comfort for long hours of gameplay. Power your visuals with Alien Effects reactive in-game lighting effects. Experience flawless graphics and rapid-fire gameplay with ultra-responsive 240Hz refresh rate. 1 millisecond response time delivers fast-action, seamless transitions. Compatible with GeForce GTX, NVIDIA G-Sync eliminates tearing and minimizes stutter for a sharper, smoother performance. Turn up the intensity with lifelike NVIDIA ultra-low motion blur. Alienware 25 gaming monitor with NVIDIA G-Sync technology. Get the gaming experience you need.